Alright guys, I didn't do a long range test for first strikes. I'm not going to have time for that for a while. I know a lot of you guys are waiting for what I think on this, so I'm just going to put out what I have right now. I got some other issues I got to take care of first, so it's going to be a while on the T15. So, just to cover a few things. Barrel options are garbage. I don't want to buy just Lapco barrels, or I want to use barrels that I already utilize. And I would prefer a 5x7 threading, just like that's pretty much turning into a standard in the woods ball community. I don't like the fact that the charging handle doesn't return. And for some reason this one won't lock all the time, but I know that there's some kind of screw that has to be moved around or something like that. Hopefully they fix that in time. Weight feels good. It's pretty balanced. There's an operation temperature. It won't operate in less than, I thought, what'd they say, like 37 degrees or something like that. That's with CO2. And anything that fires CO2 under 60 degrees, you don't really have the pressure to function a marker anyways. Under 60 degrees Fahrenheit, no marker is going to work. You're going to get a couple shots out of it and it's just going to go junk. So temperature really isn't a problem. Now some people are having problems with rust. I left this out in the rain and I didn't wipe it off. I put it in the case, sealed it up, and now it's been in there for about a week and a half and I still have no rust anywhere on this marker. So I'm not sure on that as well. People complain about the charging handle not being functional. It's a paintball marker. It is what it is. You're not going to ram a paintball in there. People talk about how they want an exact replica. Well, people would be bitching if this wasn't in there either. So, quit bitching. First strikes. They were okay. They were dead on at 80 feet. Like I said, I can't do any long range ones, but I'm pretty confident that it's not going to work as well as even their T.9s. This piece right here, people say it breaks. They also come with an on and off. That's pretty cool that it comes with an on and off if you want to use it. It's hideous freaking long if you actually do use it, but the on and off is a nice feature that comes with it pretty much for free. There is no regulator, but that really isn't a big deal. A lot of people make a big deal out of regulator. The Tippmann A5s, X7s, blowbacks, spider blowbacks, none of that's regulated. This is your regulator. We're not running CO2 in this. So I mean, you're already regulating it. You're just chronoing it down, limiting the amount of air that's going to be pushed through. The blowback design is something I've never seen before, but it's fairly unique, fairly simple. So I have to give them for that. Let me see here, let me check my notes. Feet per second, I was getting a pretty good average there. It's going to be in the video. I'll have to test it, but for first strike shooting, people are concerned about the porting. You know what, since there aren't any barrel options really out there, just put a piece of tape around it and that'll eliminate any of the porting. Problem solved. Pretty much for free. Sights and everything are pretty cool, but they're not going to work. They're not going to be functional, just like every other AR platform out there. Your cheek rise, you're going to have to rise that up, and nobody's going to rise flip sights because that's just ugly as shit. Let me see here. I think that pretty much covers it. My approval? Yeah, it's got my approval. $600, pretty decent. Comes with a tank, comes with everything you need. I like it. There's some things I don't like, you know, that I've already, the barrel options and that, but I'll approve of it. It's a pretty cool little marker. Will I own one? Probably. This one isn't mine, I borrowed it from a teammate. Okay, so in preparation to do the T15 testing, give it a fair shake. So I gotta get these first strikes shooken up, because when they sit, they're shit. So let's see. Alright, so here's 45 minutes in very light drizzle. This really isn't too much for damn near an hour of drizzle. It's barely anything. So I'm going to let this sit for a little while. So I'm going to start this review. The T15, basically what you get are the case, which I don't really care about because once they start accessorizing and you can't cut out anymore, it's scrapped. You just put it in a different container, just like 90% of you guys out there. But comes out with 2 mags, first strike ready, and regular paintballs. Underneath that, you can take out the foam and add a total of 4 in this case. Comes with an air tank, 13 CI. Comes with a nice tool for taking off your front shroud or changing it up. Now, what else comes with it is the manual, which nobody cares about. That nobody cares about. Tools, O-rings, hopper adapter. This is kind of cool. This is an on and off valve that they put in here. Now you can put that in line. You can put that in line, and then they come with an extension and a bracket which will extend this so you can utilize this stock. The only problem is it looks hideous, at least in my opinion, when it's freaking that long. But I'm going to do some chronoing. This is basically what you get. You get an unrifled barrel. I'm going to chrono with some first strike rounds here. First strike rounds? It's already recording. First strike rounds. We're going to do each shot on the chrono.
Stuff like that.
284.
Some real CQB.
283.
We did that.
284. 293. 283. 289. 285. 297. 288. 283. 291. 284. 284. Out. I mean, that's a couple spikes, but it looks like you're averaging around 284.
Yeah, today we even have a long
give or take one or two. We did hit 290. What was it? 298, 291.
Like, I don't have any tension, and I haven't even used this mag today.
This was let's show that in a second. This was one problem with this one. I think it may be just a break-in thing, isolated thing here. But you got to keep racking it. It's not the tank. You got to keep racking it.
The bottom one, they're getting like a lot of jump there.
It's better with air in it. But it won't grab the sear. There we go. So sometimes it'll grab. Now the return, people bitched about that. It's as simple as putting a screw in here and a spring. The return. Simple fix, you guys. Put a friggin' rubber band around it. That'll work.
And it's brittle as shit too.
I did test. I set water in here overnight. I got no rust on the parts that people are having problems with. I hear that this piece breaks off. People put like bipods on here. I'm trying to use that right now. Put your bipods under here like normal people.
I think last half of the day I didn't have one.
We'll go do one more round. I'm gonna have to do slow-mo tomorrow. It's way too dark. So I'm gonna see if how our grouping is. What is that? 80 feet? That tree?
Online with another one, Daryl Miller. I'm not sure where he's from.
That's straight as an arrow. That's straight as an arrow. I don't know about further. I'll test that tomorrow. Now what I don't like big time is the barrel. You guys stuck with your own freaking system again. The only cool thing about this is the whole breech comes out with it for brakes. D10 systems here. Now some people are complaining about this. This may be why you're having inconsistencies with your first strike rounds. Simple fix, put some freaking electrical tape over it. No more porting. But what I wish they would do, I heard somebody is whack this off here, or even back here. Yeah, because right here. Whack it here and put some threads in here so I can use my A5 barrels. You know, just only 90% of the barrels for woods ball. How about that?
Holy cow, it's right.
Because I don't want to buy one Macro barrel for this. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's where he's at. That's where Youngstown is.
I think that's it for right now.